Hello, myself Preeti Sushil, and I'm again back with a new video. Uh, from few days I was not able to upload the video, but now I'm back and I will be regularly uploading the videos. So I'm starting from vector calculus. I finished of its topic gradient and divergence, and now I'm starting from the curl. So first, what is curl? What does this actually means? So the curl of a vector field is a vector field. The curl examines the extent of rotation of a field about a point. So इसका मतलब क्या है? It means, to understand this, let us suppose that F is a velocity field of a fluid. Let us suppose that F is the velocity field of a fluid. Now the curl of F at some point P, okay, the curl of F at some point P is also a vector field, as said earlier that a curl of vector field is a vector field. So it will also be a vector, and it will measure the tendency of a particle near the point P, okay, at the point at which we have to find the curl. So it will show, yeah, it will measure the tendency of a particle near the point P, that is the neighboring particle of P, and the tendency to rotate about the axis that point in the direction of this vector F, okay. And the magnitude of the curl vector at point P measures that how quickly the particle rotates about a, yeah, around a axis, okay. So how we find the curl? So curl is basically the cross product of F. F is a vector with a del, so del cross F is called the curl. And how we find this out? We find it this by the cross product. In cross product we write I cap, j cap and k cap. Below I cap we write del by del x, below j we write del by del y, and below k we write del by del z. And this F1, F2 and F3 are the I coefficient, J coefficient and K cap coefficient. Now let us understand this with a problem. So we have to find the curl of F x y z, and where the value of this F is y cube I cap plus xy j cap plus minus k cap. So now to find the curl, we have to find del cross F. So now how we have to find this? We have to write first I cap, j cap and k cap. Below that we have to write del by del x, del by del y and del by del z. Now below I cap and matlab below del by del x, we have to write the coefficient of I cap. So what is the coefficient of I cap? It is y cube. So we have written y cube here. The coefficient of j cap, it's xy. So below j cap we write xy. What's the coefficient of k cap? It's minus z. So we have written minus z. Now as we find the cross product, similarly we find this I cap. So we leave this I cap and cross product this del by del y and differentiation of minus z, partial derivative we have to find off. Then del by del z minus del by del z of xy minus j cap del by del x of minus z minus del by del z of y cube plus k cap del by del x of xy minus del by del y of y cube. You are getting now what I am trying to say. We have to just simply cross product it. In vector we have studied in class 12 that only cross product we have to do. Now the partial derivative of del by del y of minus z. So partial derivative I have told you very deeply in my previous videos. If you don't know, you can go and see from there. So partial derivative, since here is no term of y, so partial derivative of minus z with respect to y will be 0. Similarly here this will also be 0, as there is no term of z. Here the terms of only x y are there, so this will also be 0. And then j cap, see, del by del x, the we have to partial derivate minus z with respect to x, so it will also be 0 and this will also be 0 similarly. Now partial derivative of xy with respect to x, so y को बाहर निकालेंगे, x का हो जाएगा 1. Then partial derivative of y cube with respect to y तो हो जाएगा minus 3y square. So this is the answer. Now I think that you got it, how we have to find the curl. Now what is irrotational vector? A vector is said to be irrotational vector if the curl is 0. Now whenever you find the curl and it comes out to be 0, means it is irrotational vector. See, I have come up with an example that find the curl of this. Now when you find the curl of this sine y plus z I cap plus x cos y minus z j cap plus x minus y k cap, so when you find out the curl of this, it will come out to be 0, and since it come out to be 0, then it is called the irrotational vector. If you have any doubt related to topic, comment me down. Thank you so much.